Hello everyone, welcome to Mike on Raw. Once again, comment down below. You got any comments about veganism, about my videos? Thumbs up if you like this, thumbs down if you don't. Today we're doing a food haul. Yes, a food haul. I haven't done it for a while, and guess where I get my food from a lot of the time? Every Friday, pretty much, I have my car in Minneapolis so I can drive somewhere easily because I normally carpool. And one of the great places to go to is the Herbivorous Butcher shop. It's only about 3 miles away, so I get over there. I can also take a bike, I can skate over there, all those things. Faster is the car. So let's take a look at what I got at the butcher today. Excuse me. Today was a cheese day. One of the reasons why it's a cheese day is because my wife wants to make some lasagna. And the lasagna will need a little bit of different cheeses. We'll start with ricotta. Herbivorous Butcher Shop started making ricotta, and my wife loves the idea of using that. And so we got ourselves here about a pound of ricotta. It's about $13. I picked this one up. She didn't have it on list. American cheese. I like to use this on sandwiches. It melts really well. It tastes really good, and it works out great. Great for the kind of the fall time here in Minnesota where it gets a little cooler, because then we get to have kind of some grilled cheese sandwiches and things like that. Another cheese we got was the mozzarella cheese. The Herbivorous Butcher Shop does a really excellent job with their mozzarella cheese, really all their cheeses. This tastes really good on a homemade pizza or on a hoagie, or just really pretty much anywhere. And I think my wife's going to use this with the lasagna. The American cheese was about a quarter of a pound at $6, and the mozzarellas are just over a quarter pound, around $7. Feta, herbed feta, is one of my wife's favorites. She likes to put it on her salads. And so I picked this up. Says it contains almonds. This was about a quarter pound and $4. Now we're getting into meats. Now one of the reasons why I'm talking about the prices on here, so you get an idea of the price. Generally, things at the Herbivorous Butcher Shop is about the price you'd pay at a regular butcher, like at you're buying food, organic, pasture-raised food meats at Whole Foods or something like that. So the prices are pretty equivalent there. Certainly, it's not going to be your discount grocery store prices. That being said, this does make up a big portion of our weekly grocery budget, mostly because the other things we buy at the grocery store are going to be potatoes and rice and some frozen fruits and things from a big warehouse store. And those tend to be a lot less costly than, say, mock meats and cheeses. For the mock meats, we've got some Korean ribs, mostly because my wife likes these. I kind of like the smoky barbecue ribs they have a little bit better, but the Korean ribs are also very tasty. I think it's just the flavors that I'm used to. She really likes these. And so we got some Korean ribs. We've got just over a half a pound, almost a 3/4 of a pound for $9. Maple glazed bacon. I always try to make sure I have some of their bacon on hand. They do a really great job with their bacon in that the way they combine all the vegetable products together turns out to something that you can put in a pan with a very little bit of oil. Oftentimes you don't need any oil. It really depends on how long you've had this in your fridge, because it comes with plenty of moisture, so you can just cook it up. And it'll get nice and crispy. Not like bacon, because it's not cut super thin, and it'd be probably hard to cut this super thin. But it'll give you a nice crunch on like a BLT or something like that. So always good to have some of that on hand. Got some chicken. Their mock chicken is really quite good. My wife really likes it. They have a recipe on their blog that I will link to in the description below, where you can take these mock chicken pieces, and I think it would work good with even like the Gardein chicken strips, or some of the other companies that sell like large mock pieces of chicken, or maybe some that you can make yourself. And their recipe is for a breading combination, kind of a non-egg wash and breading. And you can make chicken strips out of it, and it turns out really good. My wife really likes that, so that's why I get that. and I cooked that for her. And the last mock meat that I got was something that I really like of theirs because they've got the texture down really good. It gives a nice mouth texture, and that's hamburger. Oh, the maple bacon, that was a half a pound for just over $6, and the chicken was just over a half pound for $8. The hamburger I got is just over 3/4 of a pound for about $5.50. It's 2 patties. They do a really good job getting the texture right, as I was saying. It fits on a nice big bun. Lots of room for fixings and stuff on there. And the nice thing about these are that you can really just season them like hamburgers. So you can get whatever seasoning that you normally like, maybe in the past, or any flavors that you like, and you can season them. You can stick them in a bag with some water in the seasoning, and it'll absorb that flavor all throughout the patty. It's really a good alternative to, say, like the Amy's burgers and stuff like that, which are actually, my wife prefers the Amy's All-American just because she likes the flavors that are in there. And she hasn't had a good ability to merge it all in there. Plus, the size of the Amy ones are better for her. These are a little bit big. So for me, they're perfect as I'm trying to bulk. And great burgers. Now, the Herbivorous Butcher Shop does other things other than just make food. They also supply other vegan type of foods, especially some from the local community in Minneapolis. I already dug into these that we picked up there. These are Thumbs cookies. These were vegan lemon lavender cookies, and I kind of like them. They had a little hint of lemon, not a real strong hint of that, but they're just little tiny cookies. I'll see. I don't know if we can focus on that. They're got a little sugar sprinkled on them. I like them. My wife didn't really like them that much. I was surprised. But I guess that means more cookies for me. The other thing I got was some Little Secret sea salted peanut dark chocolate candies. And these are just like you would think of peanut M&Ms, but they're with dark chocolate, and the peanuts were salted. So you kind of see they're just like M&Ms. And they're very tasty. For someone like me that had an M&M thing for quite a while, it's kind of just a nice little treat to have. And one other thing is I got a Quoll chocolate artisan bar, 70% fine cacao, pure premium dark chocolate. I'm not sure if this is the flavor for me because it's so just dark chocolate. I'm gonna keep trying it though. I've already had a little bite of it. It's really, I think it's great for people that like dark chocolate. I'm not used to eating just dark chocolate all by itself. So I'm gonna keep trying and see how that flavor goes. So that's my haul. I'll probably try to do maybe compile a video together so you can see where all this food goes, how I use it and how it gets used, and kind of see how long it gets stretched out. This will probably last us about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. Depends. If it gets a little bit too long, we can throw something in the freezer and it'll stay longer. One of the other things I wanted to say about the Herbivorous Butcher Shop is that they are selling things that they can ship to you, at least if you're in the United States. It's a little bit tougher. I don't even think they can ship anything internationally because of the fact that it's food that they're shipping. But if you are in the United States, you can go to their website. They have a shipping section where you can see all the things they can ship. They have starter packs, they have sandwich packs, they have pizza packs, and kind of a collection of their things that you can all assemble into a specific recipe or a specific thing. Everyone that I know that's tried it has really enjoyed it. I think the key to understand with vegan butcher shops is that a lot of times what you're tasting, it's not going to taste just like, say, a porterhouse steak or a piece of bacon or something like that, but it tastes good. And I think that's the thing that's missing a lot from some vegan products that are out there in the marketplace, is that they don't taste like it and then they don't taste good. But everything at the Herbivorous Butcher Shop tastes good. Some of it tastes more like the the actual animal product than other things, and that's fine. I'm not looking necessarily for animal product replacements. I'm looking just for things that are a little bit more like the textures I'm used to eating when I was eating animal products. So that's what I got. Let me know down in the comments below if you've ever enjoyed these type of products. Do you have a Herbivorous Butcher shop in your part of the world? I know that I've seen them starting up in the UK, I've seen them in Australia, I've seen them in other places, so I'm guessing that around you there may be a vegan butcher in your country as well. Talk about it down in the comments. Let me know, and maybe eventually you can do a review of their stuff on your website. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a great day, great evening, great morning, wherever you are in the world, and we will see you next time.